Croeso I sianel Blaid Llwyd. Yes, we're back with After Class. It has been a while, but that's what happens when you're only doing 2 of many routes. So, it's good to be back here and seeing what's going on in Highwell. So, let us get into things. Drip, drip, drip. Floating. What's happening? You're floating mid-air. You try to find yourself some stable footing. You let out a sigh, but it's greeted with nothing but a silent echo of your own voice. Where is this? Your mind wanders. This doesn't look like some place you've been to. There is a sound of water dripping coming from in front of you. Wait, no, it's on the left side. No, it's from the right side. Behind you. Behind me? You thought. Turn around. Feeling a chill down your spine, you aren't too eager to turn around. There's no other option, so you're obliged to that voice in your head. Something. No, someone is standing exactly in front of you inside of what looks like a doorway. You think of raising your hand in a greeting, and whoever that is, they had the same thought as you. Both of you raise your hand at the same time. That outline, that figure, that energy. It looks like someone you know. Do you want to approach them? Seeing is believing. Your dad once told you that. You decide to approach the person. The more you walk towards that person, the more the distance between you both increases. Every step you take makes them appear farther and farther away, but somehow you could sense that person getting closer to you, despite what your eyes are seeing. Eventually, you hit an invisible wall, as if there was a force stopping you from reaching closer. However, now you can feel the presence of that person fully. It is you. There is no other person in this void. Only you in this gigantic doorway that works like a mirror. The only difference between this mirror and the ones you see in real life is that when you get closer, the reflection grows smaller, but when you walk away, it grows bigger. What does this mean? You thought to yourself. But it doesn't matter. This place exists between time and space. It won't matter to you. At least, not yet. It seems like you still have something to do. Or maybe not. You could choose to leave. Let's leave. I hope to see you again soon. You woke up feeling like you're emotionally drained and physically exhausted, despite the amount of adequate sleep you've been getting. I think I had a weird dream last night. We were dating and celebrating Christmas together. That was so weird. It was almost too real. Something pretty important. There's something I'd forgotten. I can't remember what it is. Just like usual, you had no clear memory of what happened the day before today. You took your time sitting in bed, thinking of the decisions you've made so far. They sure felt insignificant. Like what you said before made no impact your future days. Who knows? Maybe they would eventually lead you to something more important. Yesterday. Whatever. I'll just get up and get ready for school. You got up, made your bed and headed out of your room to get ready for today's classes. As expected, Lars was already in the kitchen making breakfast for the two of you. Since you didn't want to bother him while he was cooking, you headed straight to the bathroom and took a quick yet thorough shower. Now finished showering and getting changed for the day, you headed to the kitchen, expecting a delicious breakfast to be served in front of you. It's a part of your routine at this point. Waking up, taking a shower, having breakfast ready once you were done. Such luxury wouldn't be possible without Lars' help. Good morning, Bruno. Hey Lars, good morning. How was sleep? It was okay, I guess. I'm feeling sluggish. It's like I didn't have enough sleep at all. I don't remember waking up at night. Oh, I see. Could be nightmares. No, I'm sure it's not. I remember having a nice dream. Something about Christmas. Well, I don't know then. It's probably nothing. I understand. Well, here's your breakfast. Hope you like it. Oh, thanks, Lars. How are you feeling today? Well, not that great. I'm still thinking about what happened yesterday. The thing with your pendant. Yeah, and Mark, too. Oh, thank you for the food today. You're welcome. I assume you'll head to school now? Yeah, I have an exam today. Huh? Crap, I have an exam today! Oof. You studied for it, didn't you? Yeah, I went to study with Mark. Oh, you should be fine then. I'm not too sure. Yesterday happened and I sort of forgot about it. A review of your material might help. At least it does for me. Refreshers help me remember what I've studied before. Or maybe it'll work for you too. I sure hope so. I'll get going now, Lars. Thanks for the breakfast and the tip. I'll let you know how it goes later. I don't mention it. You grabbed your bag and headed toward the front door, but Lars stopped you before you could even leave the kitchen. Oh, wait. Huh? Don't forget to take your lunchbox. Lunchbox? I don't remember having one. Oh, well, I bought an packed lunch for you. It's okay if you don't want it. No pressure. Sure, the cafeteria food is amazing, but Lars' homemade food is second to none. Just how could you say no to that face? Thank you, Lars. I enjoy this later. I've got to go now. Please hold the fort for me while I'm gone. I will. Take care. You too. Lunchbox? This feels like high school all over again. Can't say I hate the idea, though. Not the high school, but the lunchbox, I mean. High school was a strange period for me. I don't even remember most of it. As you walked through the alley, you noticed a group of children playing by the playgrounds. Reminded you of back then when you would play with Lars and the others. Lars would visit you from time to time, and he'd take you to the nearest playground next to a school. You two would build a sandcastle, but yours would always fall down for some reason. It's a fond memory of yours. Huh? Hold on a second. Did I just remember something I'd forgotten accidentally? Headache. You flinched from the pain and almost lost your footing. You quickly stabilized yourself and took your time to let the pain subdue by itself. Once it was no more than some mild annoyance and dull throbbing, you decided to head to school. I should ask Lars later. For now I have to head to school. You reached Publix at the same time as the bus made its stop. There were a lot of people getting off the bus, and a friend of yours was among the people. It didn't seem like Mark would be saying anything soon. You weren't sure how to handle the situation, so you tried to just ignore him. Here you are at the school gate. You felt bad for ignoring Mark like that. You couldn't help but feel awkward about it. You wanted to apologise for what you did to him, but at the same time you felt like he deserved it. Not to mention it wasn't your fault to begin with. It was him who called you a pendant a piece of scrap. If someone who had to apologise, it was him. You took a look at your surroundings. Everyone seemed a little bit hectic. Many people attended Mr. Parker's class. After seeing that, you decided to not stay there any longer and just headed into the classroom. It would have been different if you got there first, but since Mark hadn't arrived yet, you decided to sit down on your usual seat. He could sit in another place if he didn't want to sit next to you. You sat down and pulled your textbook out for a quick refresher. Hopefully Lars was right about just needing a refresher. A few minutes after you started reviewing the materials, you noticed Mark walking into the classroom. He looked gloomy compared to his usual self, and he had his head dropped as he walked towards the seat next to you. You got the wrong answer. It should be Russell Edson. He corrected you as he walked past your seat. You then sat down, facing the other way, covered his head with his backpack and let out a long sigh. Thanks. You felt awful being the cause of that, and you're thinking of mending a relationship with him before it got worse. But for now, you're focused on absorbing all the material you could before the exam. What good timing. Mr. Parker walked in with a stack of papers you finished reviewing. You felt a little bit anxious, but thanks to you reviewing the material, you felt confident you'd pass the exam with no problem. Good morning, class. Hope you guys studied for today's exam. Don't be too tense. If you study up and listen to the lecture, this should be a breeze. I'll let everyone prepare for 10 minutes for a hand out the papers. So until then, feel free to do what you need to do. Alright, it's time for the exam. Front row students, please grab an exam paper from the stack in front of you before handing over the rest of the rows behind you. If somehow we don't have enough of those in the back, let me know. Anyone who's gotten the paper can start right away. Please don't forget your name and your student ID number. Once you're finished, you may leave the room. If you decide to stay, please keep quiet and don't disturb other students. Thank you. After giving the stack to people behind you, looked at the questions that were given to you from Mr. Parker. Thankfully, all of these seemed easy, and you had the answers in the back of your head. Well, this should be a breeze. You saw Mark flipping his exam sheet, and then he grabbed his bag before heading out of the class. It seemed like Mr. Parker was talking to him for a bit before he left the room. You were just finishing answering most of the questions. Only a handful left. After a while, more students start leaving the class while you finished answering everything. You checked all the questions and answers again before you left, since you didn't want to be overconfident and end up making careless mistakes. Once you confirmed you were satisfied with your answers, you flipped the paper and headed toward the exit. Oh, finished already? I see you're confident about it. It was easier than I thought. I didn't want to make some mistakes. I was being overconfident, so I took my time to check my answers. Well, I'm proud of you, Bruno. I'm sure you'll pass the exam just fine. Thank you. I'll head out now, Mr. Parker. Before you go, Mark told me to tell you to meet him at the school fields. Oh, school fields? Okay, thanks, Mr. Parker. No, don't worry about it. School fields, huh? That means I have to go downstairs. I wonder what's up with Mark. It's not like I'm not happy he reached out to me, or if there was some ill intention behind it. I guess I'll know when I'm there. You okay? Yeah, sorry, just distracted. Okay. You went downstairs, walking toward the exit near the end of the hallway as you looked at your surroundings. It's been a week since you got here, but you didn't remember how many times you'd gone to the school fields, or at all. Don't think I did. And if I'm right, it should be around this corner. Your eyes took a few seconds to get used to the light outside. Once they did, you took a look around the fields. Seeing it was the first time you got here, you took a few minutes of your time admiring the view. You could see blue sky, the vast fields, and the mountains on the horizon that seemed to go on and on. It made you realise how pretty this place was. One thing that stood to you was how empty the soccer field and running tracks were, despite how many people were hanging out around there, and that made it easy for you to spot Mark. That carefully styled brown mane, that plain blue hoodie with beige pants combo with stylish white shoes. Only one person would wear that and lie down in the middle of an empty soccer field. There he is. It was awkward between you two, so you weren't too sure on how to approach him. You walked there slowly and sat down next to him, but not too close to make him feel pressure to scoot away. He was breathing slowly, so it was either he was relaxed or that he was sleeping. You wanted to call out to him, but it seemed like he noticed your presence first. He didn't say anything though. Maybe this time you should be the one who initiates the conversation. It would be a good way to let him know you'd still talk to him. Hey. Hey. So, how are you feeling? I'm fine. How about you? I'm okay. Well, let's just skip the pleasantries. Fine by me. I'll get to the point. I called you here to apologise for what I said to you yesterday. It occurred to me how offensive and rude it was until I realised that pendant was something really important to you. I'm sorry for being a shitty person. You're right. That was shitty. What? It was rude too. Ugh. I'll forgive you. I know you meant what you said on the phone, but I also know your apology was sincere. So while I'm still a little bit upset, I'll forgive you. I'm sorry for not letting you explain yourself yesterday. It was deserved. Maybe you're right, but I still feel like I need to say sorry. Anyway, why are we here? I was wanting to ask you to come here so I could apologise for what I did, that's all. I see. How was the exam for you? I did great. I'm sure I'll pass that exam just fine. Well, good for you. The studying paid off, huh? It did. Well, I could relate to that sense of accomplishment. What do you mean? Well, nothing. Just thinking is all. How did you do? You left quite early, so pretty good. Yeah, it was easy. Yeah, smart people have it easy. Aren't you glad the exam is done? Yeah, because I've been so stressed out because of the exam. You didn't look like it, though. Maybe so. I feel a lot lighter now the exam is done. You sure it's not because you haven't had lunch yet? No! Oh. What now? I actually brought lunch with me. Upon hearing lunch, he quickly got up and sat up straight. What is this, some high school anime lunch scene? I didn't think it'd be cliche as soon as Lars gave me a lunchbox. Well, at least it's going to be good food. Do you think so? It's Big Kitty we're talking about. As much as I like to tease him, I can't deny the fact he makes good food. True. You brought your backpack onto your lap. As you opened the zipper, there was a neatly packed lunchbox among your books. Come on, let's open it so I can grab a bite. Jeez, you're more excited about it than I am. Not really. I just want to see how he decorates the food for you. Fine, fine. Mark was watching you closely as you put your finger on the lid. When you lifted it up, something fragrant and fresh smelling hit your nostril. It smells like basil and mint dipping sauce. Curious if it was basil and mint, you dipped your finger and gave it a taste. Sure enough, it was what Mark said. Yeah, it is. You have to taste it to know what it is. The smell was enough. It's my lunch. I can do whatever I want with it. Next to the dipping sauce, there was some chicken wraps, enough to feed 2 hungry students. That's quite a lot for myself. Did Lars make a lot just for you? Or did he know he'd be eating with someone else? You should have no problem sharing with me. He extended his hand to grab one of the many chicken wraps as he said that. You swatted his hand away. Not at all, but it'd be nice to ask first. May I? Yes. Thanks. Maybe I should get on good terms with good kitties who'd make me good food like this. What kind of reasoning is that? A rational kind. Oh, being rational for rations. On second thought, maybe not. Just kidding. You two enjoyed lunch together in the middle of the empty soccer field. That was great. Yeah, so-so. Said the one who finished most of it in one go. Whatever. Your money pendant. What about it? I don't have Tora's number, but I might be able to contact the inn. Oh. So, I'll let you know once I'm home later. You will? I called your pendant a piece of scrap, so I want to make things right at least. Surprised and overjoyed with what he said, you gave him the tightest, most heartfelt hug you've ever given someone. Thank you. Yeah, you're crushing me. Hearing that, you quickly let him go. He looked somewhat flustered as he stretched his arms. Sorry, it just happened. It's whatever. You're really a nice person deep inside. You're saying I'm not a nice person outside. You won't be, mister. Maybe I lost the inn's number. No, you're the nicest person in and out. That's more like it. Maybe I do still have the number after all. Evil. Aside, I think we don't have much time left. Might head in and get ready for my second class. Yeah, I should do that too. I don't think we're in the same class this time, no? What'd you take? Macroeconomics. Macronomics? Macroeconomics. What's that? Economy stuff. Sounds hard. What do you take? College writing. Sounds boring and similar to our literature class. I could use the knowledge. Might help me prep for writing a thesis paper. You're more prepared than I thought. Give me more credit. I am. Well, I'll see you later. If we run into each other after class, yeah. Okay. Mark and you parted ways because you attended different courses today. You headed back inside the hall while Mark went to the other building. I've got to ask Mark where my classroom is. What should I do now? Luckily for you, Mr. Parker was in the same hallway as you. Or maybe not, since he was a new teacher. But it wouldn't hurt to ask. Mr. Parker?
Bruno, what are you doing here? Shouldn't be heading to the next class.
That's what I'm trying to do. Do you know where the college writing classroom is?
College writing? Who's teaching that course?
Ms. Choi.
Oh, Miss Choi. Her classroom should be upstairs on the second floor. From the stairs you'll see my classroom, yeah? Then you go to the end of the hallway and turn right. It should be over there.
I see. Thank you.
Oh, also, do you mind meeting me in front of my classroom later? I have a favour to ask you.
Sure thing. I'll see you later then.
Well, thank you. Now off you go.
Bye, Mr. Parker.
Take care.
So, this is the classroom. Let's see if there's an empty spot anywhere. The frontmost and middle seats were all taken. The only ones left were at the back of the room. You headed there and noticed someone that looked so familiar to you. Yeah. Unfortunately for you, Talbot was on the same back row as the empty seat you were going to take. To make matters worse, you'd have to walk past him to reach his seat. I'm just going to suck it up and ignore him. As you walked towards the empty seat, Talbot definitely noticed you. Both your eyes met and he furrowed his brows in disbelief and doubt. You decided not to react to him and keep walking. You sat down and took your book out. Keep your attention away from him, you decided to play with your phone until the class started. After a few minutes of internet browsing, Miss Choi walked in and started the class. You listened to a course with your utmost attention while trying not to attract Talbot's attention at the same time. Class ended, every student started leaving the classroom. You didn't want to be left alone with him in an empty classroom, so you quickly left the room. Or at least you planned to. But as you walked past his seat, he stopped you. You dropped your pen. Huh? Oh. You looked back and saw there's a pen on your seat. You grabbed it and put it inside your pocket. Thank you. He scoffed as he got up from his seat. He said something as he left the room. I'm not even in the same class as that loser. Not wanting to get on his bad side more you already did for some reason, you just stood there as you watched him leave. He wasn't being a major dick, at least. Time to leave the classroom and see Mr. Parker in front of his classroom. Good thing the classrooms were on the same second floor, so you didn't have to walk that much. You arrived there, but Mr. Parker was still inside the classroom talking to his students. He saw you and nodded as if he was telling you to wait for a bit. Without much ado, you decided to wait for him outside of the classroom. Seems like it'll take a while. Maybe you should text him and ask to meet at the cafeteria. Or maybe not.
Sorry about that.
Don't worry about it, Mr. Parker. I just got here anyway.
I see. I would stay longer, but I'm somewhat occupied right now.
It's okay. What do you need?
I want you to bring this box to Gil's office. Can you do that for me?
Sure, but where's his office?
Go right once you reach downstairs. His office is the second to last.
Second to last. Alright, got it.
Thank you, Bruno. I owe you one.
It's nothing, Mr. Parker. Don't worry about it, really.
Okay. Well, I entrust you with this box. Thank you again. I have to go back now. See you later, Bruno.
At the end of the hallway, second to last. Oh, sure enough, says Gilbert Leonard. I should knock before I head in. You tried knocking on the door again. Maybe he's not inside? Okay, third time's the charm. Come in. Oh, he is inside. Coach Gill, Mr. Parker asked me to bring this box to you. Oh. Well, I'm not sure if you should be surprised or not. Coach Gill was inside his office with Talbot. The way they were standing hinted they were in the middle of something. Especially as it took a while for him to actually allow you to enter. So I came. Thank you, Bruno. You may now leave. Okay. He never asked you to leave so soon until now. Usually he'd ask you to stay longer than you'd want to so he could tease you. But today was different and he had Talbot in his office. For some reason that made you upset. You couldn't help but think about what they were doing behind that door. Were they doing something you shouldn't be seeing? Oh, it's not my business. Why am I upset? Can't shake this feeling away. What should I do to make it stop? Oh, Bruno, over here. You could recognise that voice from afar. It was Liz. The only thing to do now was to look for the source of the voice. You could see someone jumping and waving to grab your attention. Even though you two didn't talk much, you got a feeling that only she would do that, so you approached a small figure in the distance. Hey, Bruno. Oh, you look glum. What's wrong? I am. Did Parker bully you? Should I give him a good whooping? What? No, nothing like that. You don't just look down for no reason. Just something stupid, really. Pay me no attention. I'll let you know one thing. Something that makes you feel sad is nothing stupid, because if it was, it would have made you sad to begin with. If you insist, then I'll let it go. If you change your mind, however, I'll be more than willing to listen to your problem. While students' well-being isn't our responsibility on paper, I won't turn a blind eye to a student in need of help, especially not if I know I can make a change. I'll keep that in mind. Good, make sure you do. More importantly, do you want to head back together? What happened to the whole listening to your problem thing? You insisted there was nothing, so it's nothing. A woman has her priorities, sweet one. Anyway, what do you mean, walking home with you? You didn't know I live with Parker? I didn't. He never told me. Of course he didn't. Well, now you know. I live with him and because he hasn't finished his class yet, I'm left to fend for myself. You wouldn't leave a damsel in distress, would you? What if I get captured by some pervy old man? My body. I don't like how you said that with a straight face. Well, it'd be okay if they were hot. But anyway, the offer still stands. Sure, I'm just heading home anyway. Great, shall we? You know, sharing a house with Parker is great and bad at the same time. How so? He cooks for us sometimes, it's great. But he's so lazy at times and leaves things scattered around. I have to clean up after him sometimes. It's like babysitting a big baby. He also snores really loud. Can you believe that? Really? I wouldn't know that. Didn't you guys go out last Sunday? Yeah, it was too brief. Plus we didn't share a room. Can't believe you didn't think of asking me. I was so lonely at home all by myself. I ended up hosting a party at home. You did what? Host a party at home. Wow. It's not like I can help it. We bunnies are party people. We could die from loneliness. Please don't say things like that. It's the truth. Is it really? Yes. I cleaned up, of course. I'm a good, responsible housemate. Yeah, I see. I drank too much. Ended up having Parker help me to get something to get rid of my hangover. Oh. You should come over to visit sometime, Bruno. We'd have snacks together. Parker stores a lot of snacks. You can have as much as you like. He wouldn't know if he was missing one thing. Or two. Why does it feel so sketchy? You're probably imagining it. Well, just think about it. I'll keep that in mind. I feel like something like that happened back then at home. Dad would be screaming hysterically at Mom when someone stole from his bread stash. Huh? Am I forgetting something? I remember him screaming at Mom as she took his stash. What was that for? Ah, this house here gives me the creeps. You too? Oh, did something happen? Yeah, felt like someone was watching me from the windows up there when I walked here yesterday. Oh no, did something happen after that? No, I decided to leave instead of finding out. Good idea, to be honest. I don't like the energy of this house. It's almost like something bad once happened here. Or maybe it's even happening as we speak. Ooh, spooky. She looked up and down to observe the nearly abandoned looking building. Maybe it's only the wind. Yeah, I thought of that too. We can't just not walk through here either. It's the fastest way from our place to the school. Yeah. Here's my place. Oh, you live here in this big house? All by yourself? Initially, yeah. I recently have someone living with me. Is that the person you're talking about?
Lars was walking out of the house to take the trash out. He wasn't wearing any shirt, and you could see Lizzie's ears twitching back and forth.
Oh yeah, that's him. Oh la la, look at those muscles. How could you live with such luscious mouth-watering hunger without telling me? Liz.
Before you knew it, Liz already dashed towards your house gate, introducing herself to Lars. He quickly caught up to her before she did something irrecoverable to him.
Good afternoon, kind sir. My name is Liz.
Oh, are you a friend of Bruno?
Yes, indeed. I'm a good friend of his. As a good friend of his, like I said earlier, I'm obligated to perform a thorough check on whoever's living with him to ensure his safety.
Hey, what are you doing?
Now, if you wouldn't mind, I'll start now.
Well, don't get closer.
I can't stop her if she goes too far.
Before it was too late, you quickly stood in front between Liz and Lars and pushed her away.
Come on, Liz, it's late. Didn't you have plans today? You should go home now.
Expecting her to walk out would not work, so you dragged her away from the scene.
Wait, what? I still haven't inspected that person.
She tried to return, but you were stronger in terms of raw strength.
You can do it another time. Goodbye, take care. I will come back.
That was a teacher, wasn't it?
How did you know?
From her name. Parker told me about her once.
All right, of course.
Well, that aside, welcome back.
Oh, nice to be home.
How was school?
It was decent.
How about the exam?
I think I nailed it, honestly.
Oh, that's great. I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
Oh, I have something to take care of for a while. Do you want to go with me, or do you prefer to go back?
We want to spend more time with Lars. Let's go with him. Might as well, since there's nothing to do. Let me put my backpack back inside first.
Okay, I need to get my shirt anyway.
Where are we going, Lars?
To the park. I need to talk with the old man.
Oh, the one that gave you money for cleaning the park?
Oh yes, that's the one.
Okay. Doesn't look like anyone's living in this building.
Well, I can't say, even though it does look abandoned right now.
Right, maybe it's haunted.
Well, I believe it isn't.
You sound so sure.
Oh, what?
So, I walked to school through this alley like usual, yeah? There were children playing by the sandbox in the playground.
Yes, what about it?
I think I remembered something when I saw them. Do you remember playing in the playground with me back then?
Oh, you remembered something from your childhood?
Just a fragment of it, nothing more. I remember us building sandcastles and mine would fall apart while yours were looking majestic. I visited from time to time and took you to the playground next to a school, yes. I don't recall us building sandcastles. We mostly played either the jungle gym or climbing the slides the wrong way. Really? Guess I remembered it wrong. Well, I wouldn't say it's 100% wrong either. Or maybe you did build a sandcastle on the playground, just with someone else other than me. I'm glad you're starting to remember, even though it's just a piece here and there. Yeah, maybe I'll remember more from time to time. I don't doubt it. Wait, come to think of it. We played in a playground by a school. Yes. Was it in Highwell? Oh yeah, so why'd you ask? Huh, which school? Oh, it's not around here. It's about a 50-minute drive away. I see. Think we could go there sometime? Yeah, I don't mind. Okay, so I'll let you know when I want to go there. Well, sounds like a plan. Oh, there's the old man. I'll sit down on the bench over there, Lars. Okay, I won't take long. Take your time, I don't mind. You patted your head for walking towards the older person waiting by the tree. With nothing else to do at the moment, he decided to just sit down and enjoy the park scenery. There are all kinds of people around this time, from young to old, male to female, even ones that made you wonder about their genders. But with that kind of variety, you managed to catch a familiar face. At least one of them was familiar to you. Coach Gill, wasn't he with Talbot at school just a while ago? Apparently not. He currently was with a person who didn't look like a fish lizard man thing. You were wondering if you really wanted to approach him, especially that he was with someone else at the moment. Not to mention he was still somewhat upset about what happened in his office, even though you knew that it wasn't your business at all. Made you feel guilty. That same feeling of guilt was the reason you ended up hiding behind the bush to watch them. Felt wrong, but you were curious. While pondering about this new person who's walking next to Coach Gill in a friendly manner, he noticed you hiding behind a bush all by yourself. Bruno? Ah, he saw me. No reason to hide anymore. Messages come out. Oh, it was nice seeing you here, but what are you doing there? You're not stalking me, are you? What? Of course not. I was already here before you got here. Got it. Ah, right, I forget. Logan, this here is Bruno. He's also a first-year Highwell student. Nice meeting you, Logan. The pleasure is mine. You look familiar. Are you Bruno Graham by any chance? Oh, yeah, that's me. Do I know you? He calmly shook his head as he replied to you. Oh, no, not exactly. I've seen your name somewhere before, that's all. Huh, I wonder where it was. Well, anyway, I'm just having a stroll here. What are you doing here yourself? I came here with Lars. He's currently talking with someone over there. I see. Oh, this is quite a peculiar party. Didn't expect to run into you over here. And Coach Gill, with a McGrath kid. What are you doing here? McGrath, that sounds familiar. Where did I hear that name? Well, he's having a talk by the park. Not who I asked, but okay. What are you doing here, Bruno? I'm just waiting for Lars. He's over there. Figures. Well, I think we should leave now. That soon? Yeah, I'll make it up to you next time, Bruno. Okay. I'll see you two around. Yeah. You probably shouldn't have done that, Gil. Nah, it's no biggie. Gil? He's calling him with their honorifics. Are they good friends or something? They left you with more questions than answers. Well, not surprising, to be honest. What do you mean? Well, Coach Gill and him. I'm not following? Don't those last names mean anything to you? Not really. You're so oblivious at times, huh? I wish I was like you. So I've been told. Cheeky bastard. If you don't know about it, it's best I keep my mouth shut. put it that way, I might just want to ask. But you won't. Right. Why not? It doesn't sound interesting. I don't want to find out something I'm not supposed to know about. Anyway, what are you doing here? I didn't feel like going home. Ah, okay. Even though Mark didn't give you a clear reason, what he said made sense to you. Should I ask him about the phone number? I know, Bruno, I haven't gone home, so I don't have anything yet. Oh. How did you know what I was thinking about? I can see it all over your face. I knew you were worried, Bruno, but patience. Hey, you're right. Well, since we're here, maybe we should ask him about his dad. Hey, about yesterday in Publix. What was that about? I knew you'd ask me sooner or later. Should I not? Nah, you're fine. It's just a little bit picky about who I'm friends with. You have some kind of problems going on at the moment, so the less he knows who I'm friends with, the better. That's not really a solid explanation. Yeah, it's really half-assed, huh? A little bit. It's fine though, I understand. Well, thanks, that makes things easier for both of us. He looks really intimidating though, almost like my dad. Huh, that's so? Well, I think he's fine, just a bit stiff. Rather than that, he's just my old man. He tries sometimes, but it kind of flops. What kind of problems are you two having? What's a silly fight between us two? Nothing too major. Okay. Is it just me or being watched right now? Your body tensed up when you mentioned that. You looked around for a potential stalker. You couldn't find anyone. Everyone was doing their own thing and none of them were staring at you. At least not openly staring. Mark, on the other hand, was walking around to see if there's anyone suspicious. Yeah, over there. Big Kitty was watching us from the distance. You pointed at Lars, whose attention was focused on both of you. Relieved that it wasn't someone weird, you let out a sigh. Oh, seems like he's coming here. I'll leave now. You two have fun. Oh, you're not going to talk to him? Nah, not today. I want to head back so I can find the inn's number. Ah, okay. Thank you, Mark. Don't mention it. Finishing early means one less thing for me to worry about. Makes sense. See ya. Take care, Mark. You left the park as Lars approached you. It seemed you really didn't want to talk with Lars. You didn't know why, but you didn't question it either. There were a lot of things that couldn't be explained with simple logic. It was just Mark being Mark. Nothing else. Was that Mark just now? Yeah, he had something to do, so he left. Oh, I see. How did it go? The thing with the old man? Well, it went well. Told him I'm still going to do some work at the park, but I don't quite need payment with the volunteer work anymore. I didn't agree at first, but after knowing I have a roof over my head for now, he seemed relieved and agreed to it. Well, that's good. Do you have a plan after this? No, why is that? Oh, just asking. Should we head home now? Sure. As you walked home with Lars, you suddenly got reminded of Coach Gill out of nowhere. You were thinking of asking Lars if he knew anything about him. Maybe he wasn't the best person to ask about that since they used to date each other. At least you thought they did. Lars noticed you were being quiet for a while and he decided to stop and ask you about it. Hey. You've been quiet for a while. You okay? Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm okay. You sure? Yeah. Okay. I have a random question about Gil. Sure, what about him? Do you know if he's dating anyone right now? No, I don't know. I see. Why did you ask me? I don't know. You two seem close. I thought you might have known something that I don't. Well, fair enough. Well, like I said earlier, no. I know nothing. That's the reason you asked. Why is that? I'm just curious. Saw him with a classmate in his office earlier, then it seemed like I interrupted something when I went inside. I can't say. Do you want me to ask him? No, there's no need. It's not my business anyway. Okay. I also saw him with another person in the park just a while ago.
He was here?
Yeah, with what's his name again? Logan McGrath or something?
You mean McGrath?
It did sound like that. Did you know him?
Was McGrath and Highwell?
Apparently.
They must be up to something. They put someone here.
Should I be worried?
No, you're fine. I'm just surprised is all.
I'll trust you.
Oh?
It's you. What are you doing here?
Oh, I live around here.
Oh, since when? I've never seen you around.
Not too long ago.
It's that 2-story house across the street. Oh, we're like neighbours.
It seems like we are.
Is this your residence? I moved here a week ago.
I see.
Well, this is quite a nice place. It also has a video intercom.
It is?
What's a video intercom?
This device over here.
He pointed a small device next to the gate and explained to you what it was and what it did. You didn't know such things existed until now. It was mind-blowing.
Did that help?
Yeah, somewhat. I'll mess with it sometime later. Thanks, Logan.
The pleasure was mine.
Oh, right. This is Lars. He lives here with me.
Lars, I see.
My name's Logan. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Lars looked like he was in a pinch. It's almost like something surprised him so he couldn't react properly.
Yeah, hey.
Lars looks nervous right now. Is he not good with meeting new people? It's been nice seeing you two here, but I should go back home for now. Okay, you should come over sometime, Logan.
I'll take that offer sometime.
Cool. See you around, Logan.
Likewise.
With Logan headed back to his house, Lars looked a bit relaxed, but he was still noticeably tense. You okay? You look tense.
Oh, yes, I'm okay. Let's head inside now. I didn't know there was a McGrath in this neighbourhood.
What's with you and McGrath? You don't look too thrilled about the idea. Mark also knew that the McGrath name might mean something. I'm getting curious.
Of course I am not. Do you not know who they are?
Not at all. Who are they?
They're bad news. Like bad with a capital B-A-D.
Really? Logan looks like a normal person to me. Not at all deadpan.
I need to calm down.
Anything I can do to help?
Oh, it's okay. I'll go to the kitchen for a bit.
I see. Okay, Lars. Let me know if you need anything.
Oh, well, thank you, Bruno. Right, can I have the lunchbox back? Might as well clean it up when I'm heading to the kitchen.
Oh, sure. The lunch was great, Lars. Mark and I enjoyed it a lot.
I'm glad.
After giving him the lunchbox, he smiled at you before walking to the kitchen. That's a weird reaction from Lars. Don't think I can get any answers from him, though. Maybe we should ask Mark if he knows anything about the McGraths. You were curious about the intercom thing that Logan told you about, so you tried to mess with the console inside the house. There are several buttons to operate the device. You tried pressing each of them to see what they did. Thanks to Logan's easy-to-understand explanation, you didn't have much trouble after messing around with it. Lars came back to the living room while inspecting the device. You weren't too sure to approach him, so you just sat back and watched TV with him. The show you were watching was boring, to say the least. You couldn't help but feel sleepy. Maybe you should take a short nap. Hey Lars, I think I'm going to take a nap.
Okay. Do you want me to turn off the TV?
No need, I'll be in my room. Wake me up if something happens.
Okay.
The drowsiness had gotten worse when you reached your room, so you took no time to jump onto the bed and rest your weary body.
Phew, sleepy.
Don't usually get this sleepy in the afternoon. I wonder what changed today. Your vision had started to blur, and thanks to the colder weather, it didn't take long for you to feel super relaxed. Hey, Herbert, are you there? Silence. It's like there was no sign of life behind this door. You knocked on the door to see if there's anyone inside. Herbert? More silence. If there was anyone inside, they really didn't want to talk to you. I guess I'll ask Mom to head out with me when she's back. The door behind you opened slightly and creaked. When you glanced at it, someone was peeking through the small gap of the door. Oh, Herbert, are you free right now? I told you not to call me that. Oh, sorry, brother. What do you want? We're out of milk at home. Think we could head out and buy it together. I'll wait downstairs. I'll grab something real quick. Yay! So, how are we going to buy it? What if we go to the convenience store down the street? It's close and we can stop by the park if you want to. Huh? You find yourself standing in the school hallway, the lights all blinking. Someone is standing in front of you. It seems like they are talking to themselves. When you approach them, it looks like someone you knew. You aren't too sure, so you take a closer look.
You did this to me, Bruno.
Mr. Parker? What do you mean?
It's all because of you.
In front of you is Mr. Parker. You aren't too sure if it is him since his face isn't too visible because of the lack of light in the room. There's also a red tint around him that looks sort of wet. He keeps mumbling something inaudible till you hear someone talking behind you. When you turn around, you're already somewhere else, and someone that looks like Anders is also there.
You look pathetic, Bruno. Crying and asking for help is all you could do. You'll have to learn that one day you'll have no one left to rely on.
Stop. No, you don't have the right. One day you have to face the consequences, Bruno. This person looks like Coach Gill and pushes you toward the ground. You fall onto the swing, somehow. Mark? The person in front of you, they look like Mark, but at the same time they don't. He doesn't have Mark's voice either. It'd been better for you to just die. What are you saying? Who are you? You see here? This is all you're doing, Bruno. Wait, what are you doing, Herbert? Your forgetfulness is just an easy way out for you. It's unfair. Everything is your fault. You have no right to enjoy all this. But you just do so without a single care in the world. Bruno. Lars. Where are we? You took something dear from my life, so it wouldn't matter if I take something important away from you, would it? What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about. Of course you don't. It's easier for you since you can forget about everything, while I have to carry this weight for the rest of my life. Maybe this will make you remember. Your twin lookalike takes something out of his pocket and stabs Lars in the chest once as he laughs maniacally. Twice. 3 times. Again and again. In a few seconds you can see him limping down onto the floor, almost lifeless while his hand is trying to reach you. He looks up at you. You can see the horrible pain in his face. Run, Bruno. Live. That's the last thing he tells you before lying down on the ground, lifeless. Silence fills the room. You then notice the whole place is painted red and smells like iron and rust. You hear Herbert's laughter close to your ears. When you turn around, there's no one nearby. You feel satisfied for some reason. You look down and find your hands painted red. You're holding a knife. In a flash, the room is already empty. You can hear footsteps from every direction. Lars told you to run, but you don't know where to. You have no choice but to run forward. It doesn't seem like you're moving at all. You try again, but it's impossible to move. At this point, you're already bawling your eyes out, hoping to leave this place in one piece. You don't even know where this is. You run and run, but the sounds are getting louder and louder. And you feel someone grabbing you from behind. You don't want to find out who it is, but then your head is turning by itself in horror. You shouldn't be here, Bruno. Wake up. It's only a dream. Just like that, the room flashed bright. You found yourself lying down in your bed. You woke up with your fur getting damp from sweat, heart beating so fast it would beat out of your chest if it could, and you're also running out of breath. It seemed like it was just a very lucid and horrible dream. It's almost too real. You wondered if it meant anything at all. Your whole body was trembling. You looked at your arm. It was your normal fur colour, like the one you saw in the nightmare. What you failed to realise was someone's presence next to you until they hugged you. It was Lars. He let you go after a while and looked like he just saw a ghost. Lars, what's wrong? You're kicking and screaming in your sleep. I couldn't wake up no matter how I tried. I thought something bad happened. I think I'm fine, Lars. Thank you for worrying about me. Are you sure? It was just a really bad dream. I already forgot about it too. You lied. You still remember every detail of it. How your friends were blaming you for what happened. How Herbert stabbed Lars to death. You felt sick. You wanted to throw up from that sight. You still remembered how it smelled. Everything was so vivid. It's like you were actually there. There was no way you would forget something like that even if you wanted to. I'm going to get something to drink. Oh, all right. I'll be watching TV in the living room if you need me for anything. You up and walked toward the kitchen, hoping cold water would calm you down. You opened the fridge and poured cold water into a glass you'd been holding. Once it was full, you chugged the water in one go. You could feel the cold water refreshing your parched throat. Ew, I didn't realise I'm that thirsty. Maybe a few more. You drank half the water in the container. Maybe you should refill it so you could drink more, in case you feel like drinking cold water again. Since the tap water was safe to drink, you poured it in the container and put it back inside the fridge to let it chill. I should just wash the glass after using it. That way Lars wouldn't need to do my dishes. Everything in the kitchen was practically spotless. There wasn't even a speck of dust on the countertops. Lars really took care of the house. I should be more thankful about it. Maybe I can do something really nice for him. As you washed the glass, you noticed a big bag of something near your backyard. Some of the dried leaves Lars picked up yesterday to make into compost. I wonder why he hasn't done it yet. Oh, I told him we'd get gardening tools today. You felt bad for not remembering it sooner, so you turned off the sink, put the glass back to dry and ran toward the living room. Lars was sitting down in the living room like he said he would. He noticed you running around the house and asked you about it. Why are you doing running in the house like that? I'm sorry. What for? For not remembering about the plans. Oh, you mean buying gardening tools? Yeah, I'm really, really sorry. I forgot about it. Oh, it's okay. Nothing urgent anyway. I still be able to make if we rush to Publix right now. Oh, really? It's okay. We can go tomorrow. Now, I insist. Let's head over there now. Oh, if you're sure. Yes, I'm sure. Okay then. Lars got up and turned off the TV. Once both of you were ready, you two headed outside to go to Publix. Okay, it's locked. Let's go. Do you know where the gardening tool aisle is? I'm as clueless as you are. I might have seen it around here. After traversing through one aisle after another, he finally found the place he was looking for. You arrived at the gardening aisle. They showed a bunch of gardening tools. So, what are we looking for here? We'll need at least a trowel, a rake, a shovel, a watering can, and pruning shears. I think we might have a trowel and watering can somewhere in the house. I remember seeing it when moving the boxes last week. Oh, that's two less things we need to buy then. Well, I'm not too sure though. We could buy it just in case I'm remembering wrong. Oh, I think we'll be fine. The house is empty vegetable patches. They must have had some sort of tool shed somewhere. Or at least some tools lying down somewhere. When you put it like that, you might be right. That means we'll need to get a rake, shovel, and pruning shears. Right, pruning shears. I don't really know about pruning shears, but I can look for a shovel and a rake. That would help. While Lars looked for pruning shears, he walked around the aisle, looking for shovels and rakes. There were many assorted tools he'd seen before, and walking through the aisle like this reminded you of your dad. He was fond of gardening, and he'd usually wake up early in the morning to take care of the plants every morning. Gardening is something he likes to do. You know he's quite busy most of the time. Yeah, always thought people another way around the garden are cool. Wonder if it's because of Dad. One thing that stood out to you was the hose. Almost looked like the same one as he had back then. Hey, Lars. Lars was at the end of the aisle, and you weren't feeling like walking there only to talk with him. It wasn't that long of an aisle, but you'd still need to raise your voice a little bit for him to hear you properly. Thankfully, the garden aisle had no one but you two as its only visitors, so you could talk as loud as you wanted there. Yeah? Do you think we need a hose? I know, we have one at home. Huh, really? Yeah, otherwise how would you water the plants? I wouldn't? No wonder the plants were looking parched when I took care of them the other day. Yeah, I thought the rain was enough for them to be thriving. Well, it's true, but you still need to take care of them. Of course, now you have me do the gardening, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, thanks. The shovel you were looking for was on the other rack. You ended up grabbing one and told Lars you found it, but there was a problem. It came with different types of handles. You weren't sure which one to get. Hey, Lars. Yes? There are shovels here, but they're different types of handles. Which one should I get? Try looking for forged steel. Also avoid plastic ones. Oh, okay, but what about the one with wood handle? That good? He walked toward you with something that looked like a pair of exaggerated scissors and also a rake. Oh, this is even better. We should get this one. Ah, alrighty. I have a rake and shears with me. I think that's all we need. Oh, that's surprisingly quick. Do you need anything else, like maybe seeds or soil? Well, I've got soil in your backyard. Might need gloves and fertilizer, actually. Huh, don't you plan on using compost? Yeah, soil. Well, actually, I don't want to get into the details of the NPK ratios, but basically, that's not enough. Huh, really? Isn't compost some sort of fertilizer? It's more involved in it being some sort of fertilizer. From my understanding, fertilizer only improves the structure of the soil, but it provides nutrients the soil needs that might not be present in compost. That makes fertilizer and compost complementary, not exclusive. That means you can't use them interchangeably because they provide different things in the soil. That sounds complicated. Well, it could be, yeah, but when a thing's not. Heh, you're right. Well, anyway, there are fertilizers over there. Which one are we getting? Let's see. We don't know what kind of nutrients the soil is lacking yet. Sending it to the lab is way too involved for a vegetable garden, so we'll see if they have a DIY soil test kit. Oh, does that mean we'll need to do another trip tomorrow? Well, yeah, looks like it. You can go have it paid, I'll look for the kit. Okay. Funny how it's almost devoid of people, but it's decently packed near the register. People are queuing to get their items paid. You're presented with two choices, the self-checkout and normal checkout. Now it's choice-making time. Well, personally, I dislike using the HAL 9000s at the local store, so I'll just wait here for an actual human. You're thinking of heading to the self-checkout counter, but it was as packed as it was here. The line you were standing in was shorter than the rest. You decided to stay here until it was your turn. Hope Lars can find me here. After waiting for a few minutes, it was almost your turn. You turned around to see how long the line behind you had gotten. Surprisingly short, actually. Looked over the self-checkout counter to see if it was better over there. It was still the same as before. The only thing that changed being there was the tiger man standing in the line. He was facing your way and was smirking. Towards you? You squinted your eyes to get a better look. Apparently he was having a conversation on the phone. You have to look over here and act like he was observing me. I can't be worried over nothing. After waiting for a while, it's your turn to get your item scanned. Oh, hey Lars, you got here just in time. Yeah, I saw from the distance it was your turn, so I quickly came over. Did we get everything? Other than fertilizer, yes. Oh, you got the soil testing kit too.
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay. Should we head home now?
Well, there's nothing else to do here, so let's head back, yeah.
As you and Lars walked through the alley, you two noticed something different about the building, especially through the window. You could see there was some light seeping out through the topmost window, making the building look less abandoned. Could it be that whoever owned the house really went back? That never happened before.
Yeah, it seems like they never really moved in.
Don't you think the timing is really weird?
How do you mean?
Seems like everything feels a little bit timed lately.
Is it? I feel like things are normal over here, considering what's been happening.
I guess it's just me then. Maybe I really am just overthinking it.
There might be something to keep in mind though. It's good to not be too careful sometimes.
Phew, finally back home.
I'll take these items to the kitchen.
Why the kitchen?
Because there's a door leading into the backyard from there.
Right. Of course I know that.
Heh.
You headed to the kitchen while you rested your ass on the couch. It was cut short since you heard the doorbell. I got it, Lars. Don't worry about it. You felt like saying it in case Lars was rushing to open the door. Should use the intercom since I learned about it. Let's see. Once you pressed the button on the console to see it was, you could see a video feedback and sound from outside. What technology?
Ah, so you knew about the intercom. Well, that's good. Mind opening the gate for me, kid?
Okay, one moment. Good evening, Uncle.
Uncle?
Sorry. It just came out like that. I didn't mean to make it weird.
No, you're fine. I'm just surprised you called me that. I've been called that since forever ago.
You opened the gate for him and invited him, since talking while he's on the other side of the gate was weird. Do you need something?
I'm going to do a house inspection I was supposed to do 2 days ago.
2 days ago? Oh. We went to the beach.
Oh, is that so? Did you have fun?
Yeah, we did.
Well, that's good. Oh, now don't mind me. I'll start inspecting the place.
Okay. You weren't sure what to do, so you decided to just sit in front of the front door while he's inspecting your house.
Well, you don't have to stay outside. I'll let you know once I'm done.
Oh, it's okay, Mr. Landlord. Like I have anything to do right now.
It's Ross.
Sorry?
I have a name, kid. It's Ross.
Oh, I see. Alrighty. I've realised he's pretty well built for someone his age. I wonder if he goes to the gym often. His build's almost like Lars, but he had this stronger, more dependable look. You were checking every inch of his body as he looked around your house. You could get used to this and wouldn't even mind if he came here more often.
You're not going to pick up that call?
Alright, of course, sorry. You quickly accepted the call without seeing whoever it was, since you were distracted with checking him out. Hello? Oh, good, you picked up the phone. Hey Mark, what's up? I found the number you're looking for. Oh, that wasn't Taurus. Oh, really? That's still good news. Well, you can give it a call now, so I'll give you the number tomorrow. How's that sound? Yeah, that sounds good. Awesome, tomorrow it is. There's someone other than Lars over there right now. Yes, how did you know? I just picked up the noises. You picked up the noise over the receiver? Either his ears were pretty good or the receiver was a bit too sensitive. It really picked up Ross's footsteps. I see. It's the landlord. He's checking my house right now. Oh, is it like a weekly inspection or something else? A weekly inspection. That makes sense. Shouldn't be done like Sunday. That was the plan, but I wasn't home. Of course you weren't. What do you mean? You brought me to the beach with you. I know. Well, I don't think there's anything else unless you have something to talk about. Nothing to report. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow then. Okay, so tomorrow it is. Thanks for your help, Mark. I really appreciate it. How will you actually get your thing back? I will, but thank you anyway. Yeah, whatever. Nighters. Night. And a friend of yours. Yeah, he's my classmate.
Oh no, I meant that one standing behind you. His eyes are locked down on me, so they're going to kidnap you. You turned around and saw Lars standing behind you. Oh, Lars, I didn't know you were here. This here's Mr. Ross. He's the landlord I've been telling you about. Seems like you're telling good things about me to him. Apologies, I thought you were someone else, sir. I'm Lars. I'm the one Bruno's been looking after. Oh, you have manners at least. Oh, head back inside. Please don't mind me. He left in a hurry, probably embarrassed about how he acted toward the landlord. Haha, funny one, that tiger. He's a little bit protective of me. He's got a good heart, I can see that. You really did take in a good guy. The way he said it sounded like you found Lars on the side of a street, which was more or less accurate. Well, I finished inspecting the exterior. It's nothing out of the ordinary. I might come back later to check the interior. Make sure to check your phone from time to time. I'll shoot you a message. I'm going to do it. Okay, thanks for the help, Mr. Ross. Don't mention it, kid. Just doing my job. He tipped his hat to you as he walked past the gate. You locked in and headed back inside where Lars was sitting on the couch. Did he leave? Yeah. I made a fool of myself, didn't I? What do you mean? I was being rude to him. What if he kicked me out? What am I going to do then? I think you might be overreacting. He certainly praised you. Ah. I see. How did the inspection go? It went well. Don't think there's anything bad. He did say tell me we needed to inspect the interior. Oh, I see. Any idea what we should do now? Oh, I suggest we take it easy and get ready for bed in a bit. You're right, I have school tomorrow. You spent the remainder of your wait time with Lars in the living room. At some point you two were feeling hungry, so he made food for both of you. After it was done, you went back to the living room with Lars. You two talked about various stuff that had little to no importance. Once it was time to head to bed, you took a brisk shower and cleaned your teeth. Oh, you're finished. What good timing. I was about to tell you that I finished. Well, you're headed to sleep now, yes? Yeah. I'll go and wash my face and check if everything's secure. So, good night, Bruno. Okay, good night, Lars. You slowly get onto your bed and lay your body on it. After you turn off the light, you slowly close your eyes, hoping you'd fall asleep. You weren't sure if you could fall asleep since you didn't feel that sleepy, but you decided to give it a try anyway. Staying in bed while all you do is tossing and turning was sort of stressing you out, so you decided to head to the living room to relax your tense body. Oh, I can't sleep. Lars was sitting outside. Apparently you weren't the only one who was wide awake during this hour. Yeah, I feel a bit restless. Oh, must have been the nap you took earlier. What have you been doing, Lars? Oh, I was reading about gardening. I see. You seem to be very enthusiastic about it. Is there any reason for that? Oh, yes, actually. Mind telling me? It's boring, though. I don't mind telling you. Yes, please. You know I had a foster parent, yes? Yeah, you told me yesterday. One of my foster father and 3 siblings in a small secluded town up north. Our house was a run-down one. It's also really small. So we had to earn our keep to live through another day. We're also not related by blood at all. We loved each other like a real family. I'm the youngest of 4, so back then I didn't have to go do what they did. Or at least I couldn't, since I was so small. My foster father loved plants. He had a lot of plants all around the house. In and out. Since I was the one who watched the house while the grown-ups went out for work, I took care of all of them every day. Whereas I did it not because I was being asked to take care of the plants, because I genuinely enjoyed doing it. It was calming and made each of my days easier. He'd come back and praise me how well I took care of the plants. So occasionally he'd teach me about the plants I was taking care of, what to do and what not to do. It was basically botany, but not the kind you'd learn at school. He also gave me some spending money for doing it if he didn't teach me anything. I was looking forward to receiving money instead of plant lessons from him. I see. Then you say that you don't know where he is right now. Yeah, none of us know where he is right now, or whether he is dead or alive. That's true. I didn't come to terms with that overnight either. I used to steer away from it since it reminded me of him whenever I take good care of my plants. It also reminds me of him. All the good and the bad. It's the only thing that connects me to him right now. I learned how to make that a good thing. I can still remember his tired, worn down, yet kind face whenever he got home. How we'd have a barely enough yet somehow hearty meal after a tiring day, together as a family. I wouldn't trade it for the world.
You could see that Lars held that memory dear to him, but he quickly realised that he'd talked too much, although he didn't mind at all.
Oh, sorry, I ended up rambling.
You're fine. I actually find it sweet. I can see that you're really being sincere when you talk about him.
You think so?
I have a question though. Did that happen before or after Highwell?
Oh, it was before Highwell.
Ah, okay. What were you doing in Highwell back then? I see. You don't have to tell me you don't want to, Lars. Some things are best left untouched.
Oh, sorry.
Don't be. Do you miss your dad?
Very. I'd do anything to see him again, but... Well, it's nothing. You know, maybe we should try heading to sleep again. You have school tomorrow, don't you?
Yeah, you're right. I should go back to sleep. Maybe we should try and ask if he wants to go to sleep with me or not. Let's invite him along. Yeah, actually, come sleep in my room, Lars.
Oh. If you don't mind.
Not at all. Bring your stuff in.
Oh, I'll do. I'll check around the house one more time, so feel free to head back first.
Got it. You went back to your bed while waiting for Lars to finish checking around the house. Once he was done, he brought in his mattress and laid it next to your bed.
Is here okay?
Yeah, that's a good spot.
Okay. In that case, good night, Bruno.
Never mind.
Okay.
Well, good night, Lars.
Good night, Bruno. Sleep well.
Yeah. And that's it for Lars Day 9. Yes, and there are a few things that changed depending on things you decided to do in this route. So we didn't see Andrew in this one. And yep, the patron link is always in the description. There we go. That was Lars Day 9, which I hope you enjoyed. And that is it for the video. We will be going back to after class, probably when Parker's Full Day 9 comes out. She's up to Andy. I don't quite know when that's happening, but I'll be keeping an eye on things. I'll be getting to it as soon as I can. Actually, doing this one took a bit longer than I thought due to scheduling. And the fact that, as you know, I've just been watching this has been a premiere. Just thought I'd do something a bit different with it. And if you didn't know that, I'll be watching it later and enjoying it still. And next up on the channel to fill you in will be Minotaur Hotel. We are going back to see what's going on with Asterion and the rest of them there. And after that I can't remember because I don't have my schedule handy, but it will be not until the following weekend. So there'll be one this weekend coming up as I record this with Minotaur Hotel, and then nothing till the next weekend. I'm going to take a little bit of a break this month from so many videos. And I can't tell you about the other one I got involved in last weekend. It's not out yet, but once I know, I'll pass it along to all of you. And before I finish, thanks to all my patrons and donors on Ko-fi. You very, very much appreciated. And as always, I list off my top tier patrons, who currently are Mohammed Al-Zamil, Aaron Fox, Dumbistachio, Exac, Monolay, Evan King, Marcus, Cindy Dragowolf, Topi, Spiderling, Grizz, Dissonance, Anubis Silverwind, Ida Corval, Tiger Cub, Brian Hall, Bastion, Lark Heskerton, Vesuksu, Cobus Visser, Kartek, and Burnt Toast. So thanks to all of you, and special thanks to Wolgan and Rui and Rex for working on After Class and mentioning Rex, as I did, he of course writes Anders' route. Some of you actually asked me will I be doing Anders' route because of one particular character who pops up in there. And at the moment the answer is still the future is uncertain. Whatever they used to say in Black and White. It's been a while since I played that game. It's something I wouldn't mind doing. So I'd like to pick up an extra route in after class because it's such a good VN. But there are a lot of other VNs going on at the moment. So it's possible we may do some highly edited down versions some of the days so we can see Anders' scenes without rehashing too much. There'll be comment to the routes. So that's possible anyway. I'm not going to say any more than that because I don't want to commit myself right now. I know if I say one thing in passing in the video, someone will remember it and bring it up if I don't forget about it. I appreciate people doing that. It's nice to know you're paying attention to what I ramble on in these bits. So yeah, that is most definitely it. I need to go and cook dinner now and feed the dogs. And see what the cat's up to because he's snoozing on a pile of books behind me. I have a strange cat. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.